Good evening, everybody. Today we'll discuss the grammar of lesson 7. Neuter nouns in short a have their nominative singular in ang, as well as their accusative and their nominative and accusative plural in ani. The rest of their declension is the same as for masculines in short a. Thus, from the stem yana, carriage, we have yanang and yanani in the plural. Additionally, we have yana in the vocative and yanani also in the plural vocative. We have this secondary endings yana, yana in the nominative and vocative plural, as well as yane in the accusative, just like masculine nouns in short a. And for the neuter nouns, we have a few examples, or a few vocabulary. Asanang, seat, kammang, work, kitchang, difficulty, gehang, house, building, gottang, clan, jivarang, robe, danang, gift, donation, alms, dukkang, unhappiness, misery, suffering, dvarang, door, gate, danang, money, wealth, punyang, merit, good, goodness, meritorious action, maranang, death, yojanang, league, sahasang, thousand, silang, virtue, good conduct, sukhang, happiness, and also an indeclinable ama, yes. Regarding the instrumental is the third case, so tatya vibhati, or called also the karana, the instrument. It expresses the instrument by means of which an action is done. For example, we have these examples. Paññāya passati, he sees, passati, with wisdom, paññāya, sukhang kayena, pussati, he touches, pussati, happiness, sukhang, with his body, kayena. Adivasesi bhagava tunihi bhavena, the fortunate one, bhagava, acquiesced, adivasesi, by his silence, tunihi bhavena, instrumental. Patena udakam adiharati, he brings adiharati, water, udakam, in a bowl or with a bowl, patena, so instrumental. All right. Regarding the past passive participle, the past passive participle is generally a type of verbal adjective. Meaning, it has a tense and a voice, for example, active and passive, like a verb, but it also has, like an adjective, a case, a number, and gender. And it can have two roles, meaning a finite and an infinite role. So finite, meaning it can have an aspect and a voice, again, same like a verb, and infinite, it can be, for example, an adjective or a noun. Its formation is usually that of the root and adding a suffix, either ta, ita, or na to the root. And in rare cases, it's the present stem, to which gets added a root, to which gets added the suffix. And a few examples: pakam, pakamati, pakanta, gone away, left. Kar, karoti, kata, done. Kilang, kilam, kilamati, kilanta, tired. Kup, kopati, kopita, angered. Gam, gachati, gata, gone. Adigam, adigachati, adigata, understood. Agam, agachati, agata, come. Sam anu agam, samanagachati, samanagata, endowed or acquired. Nigha, nighanhati, nigahita, refuted. Tradeti, tradita, thrown away, abandoned. Panyapeti, panyata, declared or prepared. Ta, titati, tita, stood or stayed. Santusati, santutta, contented or satisfied. This, deseti, desita, taught. Here the present stem is used. The present stem des, to which ita is added. This, passati, ditta, seen. Puchati, putta, asked. Bandati, batta, bound. Bhas, basati, basita, spoken. Bhavati, bhuta, been. Near ma, near Minati, nimitta, created. Vimuchati, vimutta, freed. Niruchati, nirutta, stopped, ceased, ended. Vachati, vutta, said. Papachati, papachita, gone forth. Samati, santa, calmed. Surnati, sutta, heard. Okay. And regarding the participles again, usually it indicates a present perfect as in conversation, and we can translate it as such. Mayang upasankanta, we have approached or we have come. Normally the passive in meaning, normally the past passive participle is passive in meaning, but the past passive participle of intransitive verbs, especially verbs of motion, but also some transitive verbs used intransitively, are sometimes construed actively. It may be equivalent to a normally passive finite verb in the past tense, and therefore it appears in the nominative and agrees in number and gender with the subject if active or the object if passive. It may be accompanied and usually followed by the present tense of verbs meaning to be, stressing the present tense sense. Some past passive participles are used as nouns, for example, bhasitang, what was spoken, speech or saying. All past passive participles may be used as adjectives, for example, kupita, angry, qualifying and agreeing with nouns in gender, case and number. Some have acquired a special meanings as nouns. They are inflected like nouns in short a in the three genders. So we can have a little bit of a look. Anunyato si panatvam rattapala matapituhi agarasma anagariyang papachayati. So anunyato is our past participle. Been permitted. Same here. Nakko ahang bante anunyato matapitui agarasma anagariyam papachayati. Anunyato. And next sentence, Nakko rattapala ṭīkā anunyatang matapituhi papachentiti. So anunyatang, again our past passive participle, here used as an here used as a noun, as someone or anyone who does not have permission. Mayang gamang upasankanta. We have approached upasankanta gamang, the village. And as nouns, basitang or jivitang, basitang what was spoken, speech, jivitang, life, even tathākathā, the thus gone, or so gata is from gam gacchati, gata, or agata from agam agacchati, either thus gone or thus come. Buddha from buddhati, the awakened one. Anunyata mata bituhi, one who has not been permitted. Anunyata. Here as an adjective, kupito katyo vadati, so the angry kupito warrior says, our past passive participle kupito. Kilanta rajaputta evang puchinsu, so the tired Kilanta princess asked thus, tired Kilanta. So satova assasati, sato passasati, so he mindful breathes in and mindful breathes out. Or ever mindful, satova, or sato eva. Our sato is here our past passive participle. And the next sentence, punachaparam bhikkave bhikkhu kachanto va kachami ti pajanati tito va titom hi ti pajanati nisinno va nisinnom hi ti pajanati sayano va sayanom hi ti pajanati. So Tito and Nisinno stood and seated are our past passive participles. When it comes to the passive construction, then the sentence is expressed by a passive kammapada verb. The agent is expressed by the instrumental case, and a common construction is the past participle used as an impersonal bhava passive verb and inflected in the nominative singular neuter as sentence verb. So evang me sutang, thus it was heard. Thus evang sutang, it was heard, me by me. or thus have I heard, or have I heard. So sutang is our nominative singular neuter PPP with me, the enclitic form of maya, meaning cannot stand at the beginning of a sentence. If there is a patient and the action is expressed by a past participle, the patient will be in the nominative case and the participle will agree with it in gender, case, and number, as if it were an adjective. Maya, ime, sata, nimitta. Maya, by me, these ime, beings, sata, were created. Nimitta, or I have created these beings. So the agent may be expressed by the nominative and the patient by the accusative in an active construction, and the agent may be expressed by the instrumental and the patient by the nominative in a passive construction. Further examples of the instrumental: Bhagavant, Bhagavata, Brahman, Brahmana, Rajan, Ranya, and also our participles: Tvang, Taya, Te, Tumhehi, So, Tang, Tene, Tehi, Sa, Taya, Tahi, Ayang, Imina, Imaya, Imehi, Imahi. All right. Okay. Punadasanaya, Tava Bhaveya, Subham Mangalam.